What have you noticed about Joseph as he's kind of worked his way back and get close to returning here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for him. I think everyone's just happy that he can, come back here soon and help us out. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him play.
Yeah, when he's at his best, what's he look like to you?
Steady, calm, poised in net. I don't really know too much about how goalies play, but he's been wonderful. He keeps us in games, so we trust him a lot back there.
What's your response are you looking for from the group tonight?
Yeah, big response. Obviously, it wasn't good enough our previous game, so yeah, we're looking to jump on them early and provide a physical and fast presence and to play to our strengths.
What do you think this game means to Craig?
I think it means a lot to him. I don't think he's going to say much about it. But to us in this locker room, I obviously want to get the win for him and try and dominate and be the team we know we can be. So yeah, we're gonna try to do it for him.
What have you enjoyed about working with him, playing for him so far?
Yeah, he's been a great coach. I learned a lot from him. Good voice, and I think he's taught us well, and I think the boys are happy to play behind him.
What's the number one thing you've learned from him so far?
Yeah, I think just playing simple, playing north and south. I think a lot of the east-west plays aren't doing good for our team. So playing that north-south game that he likes and wants us to play is where we've had our most success. So just keeping that going.
What sort of response are you looking for tonight?
A pretty big one, obviously. You're not going to have your best game every night, and obviously that was hopefully our worst of the year. But sometimes it happens. But you got to make sure the next one's a good one. You got to make sure the next one's detailed, a little more hard in all three zones, and you just got to come out a lot harder than that.
More motivation to want to win this one for your coach tonight, given that's his whole team.
For sure, I think those are always a little more special. I think players, coach doesn't matter. A team that gets rid of you is always one that you want to win, especially when it's the first one. So we're going to try and get this one for him for sure.
What do you get about playing for him so far?
Just the style of the style of play he's bringing to this team. Just a little more hard nose. I think that's the main thing. Is I think we play a little harder here right now, up and down the lineup, and I think that's something we need.
When you get a game like the other night, Ryan, how much does a guy like Craig evaluate it and go over it, or is he more of just a forget about it and move forward type guy?
There was a short evaluation, and then it was a let's forget about it, move on. I think a guy like him who's played in the league understands that you can't have your best night every night, and obviously back-to-back travel, it's not an excuse for us. We're going to have a lot of those this year that we're going to have to win some for sure, but sometimes you just don't have it. And I think he kind of understands that.
If Joseph starts tonight, that's another guy you want to play well in front of.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, he's had the injury bug a little bit, so getting back to healthy, we want to make sure we're playing hard in front of him and get him his first win of the year.
Where are you seeing the more hard-nosed game come through?
Just on the forecheck, I think he demands physicality, especially from F1. He demands it in all three zones, but I think it's it's not just a couple guys that he demands it out of. It's up and down the lineup, front and back. So I think that's something that this team has needed, and it's definitely welcome.
How do you like the line? It seems you're all very compatible.
Yeah, it's moved around a little bit the last couple games, but I'm very familiar with Davey. I play well with him, and then whoever slots in the left wing, will be good.
What stands out about the grit Oliver Ekman-Larsson has brought?
Yeah, for a skinny guy, he likes to throw his body around. It's impressive. I don't know how he feels after games like that, but no, it's good. I think that's the way he plays too. He played like that in Florida, but also in the way Chief demands out of everybody. So that's just one good example.
Did you get a chance to talk to you after that Rangers game? Did you and Rempe get close at all to a rematch?
I told him if you go out and do something, I would give him one, and he buried his own player. That was about it. So not much going on.
What sort of response are you looking for tonight coming off Columbus?
Yeah, obviously we're looking to respond with a good effort. I expect our group to be prepared to go tonight.
Do you flush what happened, or is there a lesson from that game?
It's both. I think you always try to draw something out of it, but I don't think we're proud of the performance. I think trying to move past it. I think you can, chalk it up to whatever you want. But, we went over some stuff and we addressed some stuff. And, now it's about moving forward. So I guess it's, a bit of both.
What do you think this game means to Craig?
Yeah, I think it's obviously an important one for him. He hasn't been talking about it or anything, but, if you just look at, his time in St. Louis and, what he was able to do there and, what he meant to that team, whenever your coach or a teammate is up against his old team, you want to play hard for him and you want to perform, and, we'll look to do that here tonight.
How excited are you about getting close to returning now?
Yeah.
Everything that's happened to him?
Yeah, it's great. He's been working hard. That's never been an issue with Joe. He has great work ethic, and he's been grinding, trying to get back, so we're looking forward to that.
What have you liked about working with and playing for Craig so far?
It's been good. We're just getting rolling here, but over the course of training camp and the first month or so, it's been great. He has a high standard, obviously, for what he expects out of his team, and I think that's what we like and that's what we want. We want to be able to perform and we want to be able to play a certain style and have a team identity, and that's what we're working towards.
How have you felt 7 games in? Where do you feel you're at?
I feel good. As a group, we're pushing to improve. We've had moments where we played great, and we've had moments like last game where we're looking to improve off that. So that's what we'll be striving for all season.
What was the process with you, the Dr. Joseph Wall, Curtis Sanford that led to today's move?
Yeah, he's been obviously progressing in the right direction for some time now, and we kind of had this date picked out that he would get this start. It was just basically making sure he's ready, comfortable, everybody's on board with him, ready to go, and this is where we picked. Yeah.
What's your sense mentally how he's handled the disappointment of not being available for the start?
I think he's been fine. Listen, injuries happen. You can't control them. It's disappointing. He was disappointed for sure, and he had a good camp and was ready to go, and disappointing on his part and ours. But that's part of the game, and you got to deal with it, and he's dealt with it in the right way.
Are you going to see the Blues on the other side tonight, Craig?
Obviously, there's a lot of there's emotions, but once the puck drops, it's over. We're just playing. We need a good response here tonight with our team. That's what I'm focused on.
What's the latest with Max Pacioretty?
Day to day. Yeah.
And how about seeing Fraser Minton out there?
Yeah, he's really come a long way here, and he's been working hard. I see him all the time, at the room and everything, and great to see him back on the ice. He's going to be a good player, and looking forward to getting him back and playing games.
How has he handled such a disappointing start?
Yeah, no, he's been good. I think it's obviously was hard on him because, getting hurt in a rookie game and that early in camp and not be able to participate in the main camp and things like that was difficult for him. He was a first-year pro and ready to go. But again, injuries happen and it's hard and nobody's happy about it, but you got to deal with it, and he's done it in the right way. He's got a real good head on his shoulders, this guy.
How did you go about addressing what happened in the Columbus game with the group coming into this one?
Well, you can look at it a bunch of different ways. For me, we were just loose in the game, and they were ready. We knew they were going to be ready. They got some real good players on that team, young guys that are hungry and they're going to skate. And we let them skate through us all night, and you can't do that. You got to check, and we didn't check. That's the bottom line. That's where it ends for me. We didn't check. If we checked early in the game, I think we'd have been in good shape, but we didn't check. We didn't check early in the game and got down 3-0, and you're playing catch up, and we couldn't get a goal by the goalie. We had opportunities, we didn't score. But you put yourself in a hole, and we got to do a better job of that.
Where do things stand with Calle Yarncroke?
What's that?
Calle Yarncroke, where do things stand with him right now?
Where is he?
Yeah, we haven't seen
Well, he's still recovering from his injury and working on it daily. Hasn't been on the ice yet. So that's where he's at.
Once the puck drops tonight, it's just game on. But
Game on,
What was
yeah.
it like this morning, though, just catching up with some?
Well, it's great, and just got a lot of memories there for sure. Been there a long time, worked with a lot of people for a long time, and I have a lot of real good feelings for these people and all that. But in the end, it's like we need 2 points. Like I can't stress that enough. Like it's just about us.
Where's your Stanley Cup ring?
I don't know, at home somewhere. Yeah, it's at home. Like I don't know exactly, but it's there. Well, it's not on display. It's probably somewhere at home. My wife's probably got it. Maybe she sold it. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'm not sure exactly where it's at.
Well, if she has any new jewelry, then
Yeah. Okay, thanks guys. Appreciate it, man.